What up, YouTube? JJ Doesn't May here, back at you with another video. In the present time, the UFC has a lot of dominant champions. We got Merab Dvalishvili, who's running a 14-fight win streak in the UFC. We got Ilia Topuria, the undefeated multi-division champ. And we got Khamzat Chimaev, who seems to be the most unstoppable force in the history of the sport. And in today's video, we will be discussing the most overlooked contender in each weight class and the people that could potentially be the next or future champions of said weight class, starting with the assassin baby, Brandon Moreno. In his last fight, it went to a split decision with the champ, Pantoja, and since then, Pantoja's been on a run. This fight was close, it was competitive on the feet, it was a scrap, it was a war, and it was, 2 years ago now, so Moreno has improved, Pantoja has improved, both dudes have gotten older. It was a competitive fight, and the main reason he lost that is because of the grappling. Moreno's facing Tatsuro Taira, who is arguably a better grappler than Pantoja, and if he wins this fight, it will be because he's worked on the grappling, and if he faces Pantoja in a quadrilogy fight, with that improved grappling, it could be the difference maker. And Pantoja is aging. By the time Pantoja fights Moreno, let's say a fourth time, he'll be 36 years and older. Pantoja's got a fight with Joshua Van coming up, and that could be a scrap. He could be taking more damage. The chin and the durability could be tested, and the durability and the chin will just get worse and worse over time. And with him aging like this, it might be in trouble. Let's just say Joshua Van's a scrapper. We'll look at his fight with Royval. I mean, he brought the fight to Royval. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be a tricky one for Pantoja, but if he gets through it, and if Moreno gets through Tatsuro Taira, they could be meeting each other. And to add, who else is there for Pantoja other than Joshua Van, who's 23 years old and, not much grappling experience? Pantoja's essentially ran through everyone. Look at Manel Cap, Brandon Royval multiple times, Alex Perez, Moreno before that multiple times, Steve Erceg, Kai Sakura, Kara France. This guy's ran through the division and is achieving flyweight GOAT status every second. Next up, for the bantamweight division, I got Petr Yan. The first fight was a very poor performance. It was 50-45 across the board. Merab dominated Petr Yan in this fight, humiliated him, and tarnished his image. But this fight has stained Petr Yan's career. It's really been the only loss he's taken. And to add to that, Petr Yan's one of the best fighters of all time, most skilled fighters of all time. I'd say he's in the top 25 for all-time fighters. He's got wins over Jose Aldo, Song Yadong, and arguably beat Sean O'Malley and Aljamain Sterling. And he's done that through skill. He's in the biggest 135er. He doesn't use his frame and stature as a key point of his arsenal. It's more the skills that he's developed. And he's on a 3-fight win streak right now. He's got wins over Song Yadong, Davison Figueiredo, and Marcus McGee, who is in the lower part of the rankings, but still 3 solid wins, and he's fighting for the belt next. And he's a massive underdog. He is a $4.40 underdog, which means if you put $1 on Petr Yan, you get $4.40 back, which is insane for a dude as good as Petr Yan. I mean, it's actually insane. This is a good value pick here, but you can't blame Merab for being $1.20. He's a top 10 fighter of all time. He's only seeming more and more dominant, and I think Petr Yan is being overlooked. He has to be. Moving on to the featherweight division, I have Arnold Allen. First point is, with Volk retiring, there's a lot of opportunity that's coming to the featherweight division. I mean, Volk's probably on his last fight in Sydney, and it's probably going to be against Movsar Evloev, and I probably would pick him to win that fight. So with him retiring, the belt's going to be vacant, and it's up for grabs for basically anyone in that top 8 region. And the thing about Arnold Allen is his only real loss is to Max Holloway in a competitive fight. I mean, this was a back and forth 49-46 to 48-47 fight. This was Holloway just coming off the trilogy Volk loss, and Holloway still showed he had it. Arnold Allen was very game in this fight, and this was a scrap. If you look at Arnold Allen's record, he's only lost 2 fights. One of them was to Max Holloway, and the other one was against Movsar Evloev, who he arguably beat and who's fighting for the belt now. That was a very close fight, and I think most people would score it for Arnold Allen, and I know I did. So it's interesting. Stylistically, I think he beats a lot of the guys in the top 10. He's a good striker. He has solid defense. I mean, we look at the top 10, I'd say he could beat a guy like Diego Lopez. He's already arguably beat Movsar Evloev. A guy like a Lerone Murphy, is he really going to offer much? Aljamain Sterling, is he going to be able to take down and dominate Arnold Allen? I'm not sure. The only guy that I could see posing a real threat is Yair, but then again, Arnold Allen could just take him down since Yair's takedown defense is shocking. So we'll see. And the reason he's underrated or overlooked is because no one talks about him. He's in the top 5, top 6 region. He has been for a while, and he seems to be the one dude at featherweight that's not really talked about. I mean, everyone talks about Yair, everyone talks about Diego Lopez, but no one's talking about Arnold Allen. So it is interesting to see. Moving on to lightweight, we have Max Holloway. Max Holloway is a top 10 fighter of all time. I don't care what anyone says. The dude's resume is insane. In the past 11 years, he's only lost to Ilia Topuria, Volkanovski, and Dustin. And he's avenged the Dustin Poirier loss. So this guy's record's insane. He has wins over Aldo, 2 wins over Aldo, Brian Ortega, Anthony Pettis, Frankie Edgar, Calvin Kattar, Yair, Arnold Allen, the Korean Zombie, and Gaethje and Poirier. This guy's resume is insane. And with the move to 155, it's almost like he's traded the chin for the skill and additional power. You hear the lighter man skill narrative be talked about, and it is true. Him moving up to 155, he's making these dudes look silly. He almost 50-45'd Dustin Poirier in a still competitive fight, but almost dominant from Holloway. Without the big moments from Poirier, he just wins most exchanges. Against Gaethje, he schooled and flatlined him. And at lightweight, he is the hardest fight for Ilia Topuria. Other than Islam Makhachev, who's basically all but said he's not coming down from 170 to 155, you look at the rest of the lightweight division. Arman Sarukian, look at Arman and Charles' fight. Competitive, they have similar sort of grappling styles and approaches to the fight against Ilia. Ilia Topuria would knock Arman Sarukian out in under 10 minutes, I believe. If you look at everyone else, Justin Gaethje, Paddy Pimblett, I mean, they have a puncher's chance of winning. Holloway's the only guy that can fight for 25 minutes and has a chance to win on decision or maybe even damage with the additional power Ilia Topuria. And the thing about Holloway, I think he beats everyone else at 155. I know Charles and Arman are dangerous because of their grappling and the submission threat, but I think Holloway beats him. I know Holloway hasn't fought a grappler, it feels like, in forever, but I feel like he can beat these dudes. I think he schools them on the feet, makes them look silly. He schooled Gaethje and Poirier. What could he do to Arman Sarukian? Think about that. He'd just destroy him. So if he can defend the grappling, these guys look silly against him. At welterweight, I got Jack Della Maddalena. I mean, he's the greatest fighter of all time. Not kidding. We got Carlos Pratis. We're talking about contenders here. Let's talk about the Ian Gary fight for a second. Ian Gary on relatively short notice against Carlos Pratis is almost a nightmare matchup. I mean, you're talking about Ian Gary, a guy that's 6'3", has insane reach. I mean, good striking in his own, has grappling when he needs to use it. I mean, Carlos Pratis had a lackluster performance. It was a 5-round fight, not Pratis' strong suit, and almost at the end he finished him. It ended up being 48-47, and Pratis had so much more to offer in that fight, and he's an amazing striker. I mean, he has S-tier power, as the kids would say it. I mean, look what he did to Li Liang, look what he did to Jeff Neal, spinning elbow in the first round. I mean, this guy's striking is arguably the best in the welterweight division, and he's almost a nightmare matchup for JDM. I mean, striker on striker, you can't deny practice's power, you can't deny the well-rounded arsenal on the feet that he has. And lastly, we love CP. I mean, who doesn't love watching CP? He's super entertaining. CP's amazing to watch. Let's get on to the middleweight division. Sean Strickland. Let's talk about UFC 312 for a second. Sean Strickland did have staph infection. I mean, look at that left arm of Strickland. That is staph infection. And the thing about this fight is he stayed in it. He didn't get finished. He's only one of 2 people that Dricus hasn't finished, I think, in his entire career. In Dricus' whole career. And he stayed in that fight. He maybe won a round with staph infection. And yeah, I feel like people sort of forget that. People forget, man. So it is interesting. And his last true loss was to Alex Pereira. I mean, look at his record. The Cannonier loss, that was a robbery. The first Strikers fight, I had that for Sean Strickland. It was very close. One of the most back and forth fights I've ever seen. But the Alex Pereira fight, he did get knocked out. And before that, he was on a run. I mean, and in between that, Nasser didn't even involve. People forget that win. Israel Adesanya, he destroyed Paulo Costa as much as people shit on that performance. He destroyed him, 50-45 basically, or 49-46. So, I mean, the Dricus first fight was competitive when he didn't have staph infection, and he should be seen as one of the best guys in the world at middleweight. And he has good defensive grappling. I mean, you saw Dricus take him down in the first fight and the second fight, but he wasn't able to do anything with that, unlike he's done to other people like Darren Till. He wasn't able to impose his will over Strickland, and Strickland has decent offensive grappling. I mean, he took down Imavov, who's fighting Chimaev next. We'll see how that goes. But Strickland's grappling on the floor is good, and he's claimed a lot of things, and one of them is he has offensive grappling, and these claims that he has, I mean, he's pretty accurate with them. He called Rainier Derrida a quitter in training, and look what happened. So, I mean, he's had a lot of those moments, and I think he is overhated by fans. I think people look at his brash personality, the crazy shit that he does, and the sometimes boring fight style, the safe fight style, and people just don't like it. But he's good. He should be seen as one of the best in the world, and I think for Chimaev, Strickland is one of the most dangerous challenges. He has cardio. He has really all that there is to beat Chimaev if he can implement the grappling well enough. Let's talk about light heavyweight, Jan Blachowicz. Jan Blachowicz hasn't lost decisively in over 4 years. His last loss decisively was to Glover Teixeira. Since then, he's had a draw against Ankalaev, which he, I guess, lost. I mean, that was not a great performance with the wrestling towards the end of the fight. Alex Pereira, he arguably won that fight. A lot of people thought he won, but again, very competitive. And his last loss to Olberg was very competitive. I mean, this guy is always in it to win it. Very close, and he's only losing to the best guys in the world. Ankalaev was just the champion. Alex Pereira is the current champ. Carl Solberg is going to fight for a belt in his next fight. So, you can't count out Jan Blachowicz. The draw against Ankalaev. And Ankalaev's good. And he's the only real wrestler in the division, but Jan Blachowicz is still dangerous at 42. I mean, this dude is old as hell, and he's going out there and he's doing good against these contenders. I mean, Olberg, very close fight. I thought immediately after that fight, Jan Blachowicz had won, but then I watched back and it was close, very close. And Jan Blachowicz striking is very strong, and it's a stand-up heavy division. Other than Ankalaev, no one really grapples. I mean, he put problems on Alex Pereira. He destroyed Ankalaev's legs. I mean, he's dangerous. And legendary Polish power. I mean, can't deny it. Enough said. Moving on, last but not least, heavyweight. Alex Pereira is the biggest threat to Tom Aspinall, I believe. And he has truly one-shot knockout power. I mean, look what he did to Sean Strickland, sent him to another dimension. Jamal Hill. He's not flatlining these guys, but he's finishing them. And the thing about Tom Aspinall, he leaves his chin up in the air. I mean, look at the Curtis Blades fight. Curtis Blades was tagging him a lot in that matchup. And we have to start talking about how Alex Pereira is arguably the best striker in MMA history. Well, easily for the heavier weight classes. I mean, destroyed Ankalaev, destroyed Yuri, has ran through the light heavyweight division, quickly ascended through the middleweight division, and aims for the heavyweight division. I think he could be looking at a third belt. And people are going to be talking about Alex Pereira's takedown defense. I mean, against Ankalaev in the first fight where he wasn't performing at his best, he still defended every takedown. I mean, 0 for 12 was Ankalaev. So, I mean, and the clinch work, I don't think Aspinall's going to sit around and wait in the clinch like Ankalaev would. I think Aspinall's a very active fighter, and that could be dangerous. If he can't take him down and he's leaving his chin up in the air, Pereira can get you. And is Aspinall even that great? Aspinall's great, but is he to the level of knocking out Alex Pereira and easily doing it? Is he just going to take him down and make it look easy when he couldn't do it to Cyril Gane? And I know there was only 5 minutes of that fight, but the thing about Gane is he's on his back foot a lot. Pereira's probably going to be moving forward and looking for the knockout. So if Aspinall can't get that takedown, it's going to be interesting. Pereira is deadly, and I think he's the biggest challenge. Nobody's really talking about it as a viable contender for Tom Aspinall. Everyone sort of thinks that, Aspinall's just going to take him down or knock him out in 30 seconds, and I don't think that's going to happen. I think Pereira has a good shot to win and possibly could win, and I honestly think he would win. Anyways, thank you all for watching. It's been a pleasure as always. Like, subscribe, do all that shit. I'll catch y'all in a bit.